Have you ever wondered what it's like to be in a relationship with someone who seems to always put themselves first? Who demands constant admiration, and who never seems to acknowledge the feelings or needs of others? Narcissistic personality disorder is a complex mental health condition that can have a profound impact on relationships, work life, and overall well-being. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the 9 key signs of narcissistic personality disorder, something that can help you identify and understand narcissistic behavior better. Recognizing these signs might just be the first step toward reclaiming your mental peace and making informed decisions about your relationships. I'm Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist. I'm here to guide you through the 9 diagnostic criteria for NPD, explaining how they manifest in real life and what you can do to protect yourself if you find yourself caught in a relationship with someone exhibiting these traits. 1. A grandiose sense of self-importance. Have you ever met someone who constantly brags about their achievements, their talents, or their connections? The person who feels the need to remind everyone how extraordinary they are, even when their actions don't match their words. This is often a hallmark of NPD. People with narcissistic personality disorder tend to have a grandiose sense of self-importance. They believe they are superior to others and expect others to acknowledge that superiority. Sometimes even when their achievements are exaggerated or entirely fabricated. They may set unrealistically high standards for themselves, expecting the world to revolve around them. This sense of superiority is deeply embedded in their identity, and when challenged, they may react with hostility or frustration. 2. Fantasies about having or deserving more. It's completely natural to daydream about success, wealth, or happiness. But for someone with NPD, these fantasies are not just harmless dreams, they're essential defense mechanisms. People with NPD often fantasize about unlimited success, power, beauty, or ideal love. These fantasies act as a shield against their low self-esteem. They want to believe they deserve the best of everything, even if their actual lives don't reflect that. Behind the loud proclamations of grandeur, there's often a vulnerable person who struggles with self-worth. These fantasies are a coping mechanism, allowing them to escape the discomfort of facing their inadequacies. 3. A sense of self-superiority. Self-esteem is an important part of our mental health. But for people with NPD, their sense of self-worth is elevated to an extreme level. They believe they are so unique and exceptional that only a select group of people, those they deem high status or equally special, are worthy of their time or attention. In the workplace or in personal relationships, this sense of superiority can lead to difficulty in forming meaningful connections, as they view others as unworthy or beneath them. This attitude can create tension, isolation, and a constant need for validation from those they deem worthy. 4. A need for excessive admiration. Actually, we all appreciate a compliment now and then. But for someone with NPD, admiration isn't just a nice-to-have, it's a necessity. People with NPD often seek out constant praise and positive reinforcement. Their self-esteem is fragile, so they rely on external validation to keep their sense of self intact. They may fish for compliments, exaggerate their achievements, or act out in order to receive attention. This need for admiration can make their relationships very one-sided, as they may become hostile or distant when they feel criticized or ignored. If you've ever found yourself caught in a cycle of trying to keep them happy or make them feel good, you might be dealing with someone who has narcissistic personality disorder. 5. A sense of entitlement. Do you know someone who feels entitled to special treatment or expects others to cater to their needs without question? Narcissistic personality disorder is often marked by an exaggerated sense of entitlement, belief that rules and boundaries simply do not apply to them. This sense of entitlement can lead to frustration, anger, and even hostility when things don't go their way. They believe they deserve special treatment, whether it's being first in line, having their way in relationships, or receiving favors they haven't earned. This mindset distorts their view of the world, making them feel wronged when they don't get what they want. 6. Exploitative behavior. People with NPD often exploit others for their own gain. Whether it's using people for status, wealth, or power, they see relationships as transactional. What others can offer them is more important than who they are as individuals. This exploitative nature can manifest in friendships, family dynamics, and even romantic relationships. They may form connections not based on genuine affection, but on what they can gain from the person. It's not always obvious, but over time this behavior can feel draining and manipulative. 7. A lack of empathy. One of the most hurtful traits of NPD is a lack of empathy. Individuals with this disorder struggle to understand or care about the feelings of others. They may dismiss your emotions, belittle your concerns, or make you feel like you're overreacting or weak for being upset. This inability to empathize makes it difficult for narcissists to maintain healthy, balanced relationships. They often hurt those closest to them without realizing or caring how deeply their actions affect others. 8. Frequent envy. Envy is a powerful emotion that everyone experiences from time to time. However, for someone with NPD, envy is a constant companion. They often believe they are superior to others, so when they see someone else succeed, it's not just about admiration, it's a reminder that they aren't as great as they think they should be. Narcissists may express envy by downplaying other people's accomplishments or belittling them. Interestingly, they also believe that others envy them, which creates an unhealthy cycle of competition and insecurity. 9. Arrogance. The 9th and final trait associated with NPD is arrogance. Narcissists often display condescending or dismissive behavior toward others. They act as though they are above everyone else, refusing to recognize or validate the worth of people around them. However, it's important to note that the narcissist may not even realize they're behaving this way. Their perception of themselves and others is often distorted by their disorder, and the line between confidence and arrogance can be difficult to distinguish. That we've broken down the 9 key signs of narcissistic personality disorder. It's important to remember that understanding these traits is only the first step toward navigating relationships with individuals who may exhibit these behaviors. Recognizing these signs can help you set boundaries, protect your emotional health, and decide how best to move forward. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from learning more about NPD. And don't forget to subscribe to STR TV for more insights into mental health, relationships, and personal growth. Remember, you deserve to be in relationships that honor your value, your emotions, and your well-being. Thanks for watching. I'm Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist, and I'll see you in the next video.